Okay, I've had a couple of requests through social media if I could do the workshop tour again, because my internet connection was terrible when Rich was doing the Invade. So this is just a quick 5-minute one. It's not the usual weekly video at all. Okay, right then. Over here, we'll start with that wall. It's just basically tools, general purpose tools, right? That case there has all kit parts in it, right? There's a bench drill that I don't use all that much. I'll use it for the odd thing, especially if I'm doing a live edge bowl or natural edge bowl. I drill in the top to give the faceplate somewhere to bite into. Right, there's a sharpening station, record power. That side is, God, I can't remember what they're called. It's one of the diamond discs, and that side's a standard disc. Right, I have a Wolverine jig on it, and I use my own one of those for some of the gouges because they're basically too big to fit. The vary grind, that's it, and there's a vary grind, right? There's a box with my main 3 pens that I do in it. That's the extraction system. It's just a small one. It's hooked up to a little barrel. It's hooked to a barrel down in there, if you can see it. Right underneath, there's chainsaw fuel and 2-stroke and stuff over there. There's another set of drawers down there that has various stuff in it. There's pen blanks and bandsaw blades and stuff down there. Then beside it, basically in storage, is some large spalted Sycamore blanks. Right, there's a 24, a 22 and an 18. The 18 I can turn at the moment. The 24 and the 22 I'm going to have to wait until I get the extension for the lathe. Right, there's a lot of bog oak drying out. I think that's it for that wall. Right, there's the bandsaw. It's a 14-inch SIP professional bandsaw. Right, in behind there, I have some templates for bowls and my lightweight mask. And down below, just in there, if you can see it, is a jig, a circle cutting jig. I don't really use it all that much anymore. Some prototypes up there. In the grey box is my dust mask. It's one of those exterior electric boxes I just happen to have, and I put the dust mask in there and it seals it away because it can get quite dusty in here. Fire Brigade helmet that I use as a face shield, as my main face shield, because you can't get anything stronger than that. The grey tube is the Hoover section that picks up on the dust extractor, and there's the dust extractor to the lathe. Right up above that, there's tools, right, and more tools down there. Right up above that, I have sandpaper and various kind of homemade tools on the little shelf up there, and there's more. There's 2 homemade jigs there. Down here I have my tool rack, basically for stuff. There's a center finder, set of calipers, and then go down and there's the chuck rack. Right behind the lathe there's a set of coal jaws and a big disc, which is my preferred way of doing bowls, doing the bottoms of bowls at the moment. Right over here then we have shelves. There's a lot of spalted beech up there. That's all Irish woods up there. There's a lot of spalted beech, some cherry and some other stuff up there. This shelf and this shelf are used as my working shelves. Basically, when I'm turning, I use them like a table beside the lathe. Down there, that shelf and that shelf are offcuts. I never throw away offcuts because they're handy. What have I missed? Yeah, up there. That's sanding station. Moving along, so we get the glare off that light out of it. These are all drill bits that I use for my main 3 pens. Right, and there's 2 things up there, 2 magnetic things up there that I use to hold drill bits and screwdriver bits and stuff. Right, the lathe, I suppose. Right, the lathe is a Laguna 1836. I said this when I was doing Richard's thing as well. It was the first one in Ireland and one of the first ones in Europe. If you're ever wondering, if you've a European one of these and you're ever wondering if you have an early one or not, if you find that safety plug on it, then it's one of the early ones. Only the earliest ones had that safety plug on them. The newer ones have the normal plug on it. I was actually talking to one of the lads over in Laguna, and when they were introduced, they weren't sure about the plugs, so they just went and put safety plugs on them. And now they're just putting the standard 3-pin plugs on them because to meet the European standards, they don't actually need the safety plug on them. Right, over here, this shelf rack. Oh, in the roof, yeah. That's just the thing I put in the back of the car for when I'm getting wood. It just saves the back of the car getting around. Right, this shelf is all exotics. Right. Those ball blanks are all exotics apart from those last 2. They're spalted beech. Move the red chair out of the way. Right, there is a big tiger wood blank, but I need to do some resin work on it in there because I don't want to destroy the blank. They're just 2 standard toolboxes. There's loads of junk in them. Pen blanks in those 2 black ones and the green one, and that black one in the corner is just basically junk. Right, I always have a big bag going with wood shavings in it, and I just fill it. After it gets filled, it gets taken outside. Right, up here on top, they're all power tools. That's a load of bowls that have been turned once and put through the kiln, and I just haven't got around to doing them yet. It's some resin and stuff for doing that big blank. There's a chop saw under there. There's power tools under there, and down there is the chainsaw underneath there. Right. Come around here, and that's the charging station and the shop dragon. A couple of chainsaw helmets, and the sticker board is there. And then there's this huge freezer that I've shared the shed with. And that's about it. So I hope that's answered the questions for the people who asked me to do it again, because they couldn't see it when I did that. And so subscribe to the channel if you fancy, and I'll see you in the next one.